If you ask people to name the most terrifying haunted house in America, one address rises above all the rest. 112 Ocean Avenue, Amityville, New York. A quiet Dutch colonial home that became the center of murder, madness, and a haunting so disturbing it fueled movies, documentaries, books, and a decades-long debate over what truly happened inside. But behind the legends, there is a darker, stranger truth. One that has been twisted, exaggerated, denied, and defended for almost 50 years. Tonight, we unravel the real story of the Amityville Horror. Not the Hollywood version, not the campfire tale, but the timeline of events, the victims, the killer, the investigators, and the secrets that still divide experts today. This is the true Amityville story. November 13th, 1974. 6 members of the DeFeo family are found dead before the hauntings, before the Lutz family, before the movies. There was one chilling night that shocked the world. In the early morning hours, 23-year-old Ronald Butch DeFeo Jr. took a rifle and systematically murdered his entire family while they slept. His father, his mother, his 2 brothers, his 2 sisters. Each shot was fired at close range. Each victim lay face down in bed. No signs of struggle. No signs they even woke up. What made the murders so strange was the silence. No neighbors heard screams. No one reported gunshots, even though the weapon was loud enough to be heard blocks away. To this day, investigators cannot agree on how a single man could kill 6 people in a house with thin walls, without anyone waking up. When police arrived, Butch DeFeo told them something chilling. "Once I started, I just couldn't stop. It went so fast." But later, he changed his story again and again, blaming demons, blaming voices, blaming accomplices, blaming anything but himself. This is the foundation of the Amityville Horror, a real crime with unanswered questions and eerie circumstances. 1. The strange cold spots. The Lutz family reported cold pockets of air so intense they could see their breath, even when the heat was running. 2. The black slime. George claimed a sticky, black tar-like substance began seeping from walls, door frames, and keyholes. 3. The swarm of flies. Kathy found rooms suddenly filled with flies in the dead of winter, especially the sewing room where one of the DeFeo children died. 4. George changes. George began waking every night at 3:15 a.m., the approximate time of the murders. He grew obsessed with fire, isolated himself from his family, and claimed the house was influencing him. 5. The red-eyed demon. One of the Lutz children said he saw a pig-like creature with glowing red eyes staring at him through the bedroom window. 6. The hidden room. In the basement, George discovered a small chamber painted entirely red. The family dog refused to enter. 7. The final night. The Lutz family never fully described their last night in the home, only that it was horrific enough that they fled barefoot into the freezing cold, leaving everything behind. They never returned, and the world demanded answers. Shortly after the Lutz family escaped, paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren entered the home. They described the house as overwhelmingly dark, spiritually contaminated, and one of the most threatening locations they had ever visited. During a photo session in the house, a camera captured what appears to be the ghost of a small boy peeking from a doorway, a photo that remains unexplained. But skeptics argue the entire haunting was fabricated for profit. They point out inconsistencies, changing stories, and the fact that later owners of the house reported no paranormal activity at all. So what is the truth? The Amityville case remains one of the most debated supernatural stories ever recorded. Arguments that support the haunting. The murders created strong emotional trauma. Multiple people reported similar phenomena at different times. The Warrens considered it one of their most dangerous cases. Physical evidence, like the Ghost Boy photograph, remains unexplained. Arguments against the haunting. No later residents experienced anything paranormal. Some witnesses claim the Lutz family exaggerated events after financial discussions with a writer. Butch DeFeo's shifting stories make his demonic voices claim unreliable. The middle ground. Many believe something truly dark happened, but that Hollywood inflated the details until truth and fiction became inseparable. Just like the house itself, you see what you want to believe. After nearly 5 decades, the Amityville story remains unsolved. Some call it a hoax, some call it the most powerful haunting in America, and some believe the darkness began with the DeFeo murders, a stain that never washed away. But one chilling fact remains. Every family that has lived there since refuses to talk publicly about the house. Some moved quietly. Some left the state. One owner even removed the iconic eye windows to stop people from staring at the property. Whether the Amityville Horror is real or not, 112 Ocean Avenue still draws thousands of visitors every year, hoping to feel something. A presence, a whisper, a shadow, a reminder that some houses aren't just homes, they're wounds, and wounds don't always heal. The Amityville Horror remains one of the most controversial and chilling stories in American history. A blend of murder, trauma, mystery, media, and the supernatural. Truth or fiction, the legend lives on. And maybe that's the real horror, not knowing.